only when some district has hundreds of people gathered to celebrate with him as he clocked 100 years. The retired police officer and church minister Rev Canon Ngirenta's secret to a long life has basically been chants, lifestyle and spiritual living. Take a look.
It all started here at the Diocese of Northwest Ankole, at Kachinga Archdeaconry at Ishongororo, in Ibanda district. Anyone who passed nearby would think it was a usual weekly church service. But no, life was being celebrated. Tom Ngirenta had clocked 100 years of age. This landmark dates way back to February 1919, when the village of Chigina in Lukunjiri district received an addition in his birth.
By then there was no hospital, there was no drug shops, there was no what. So I used it for sick normally. And my mother was desperate how to do with me, because a sick child all the time. I reached at the time almost dying. That's why he called me Ngirenta. What shall I do?
He attended Kinyasano Junior School in 1935 amid his protests from his father, who wanted him to master the art of cattle keeping. He, however, persisted up to primary 6 level, where he got a certificate that enabled him to join the Uganda police.
I decided to join the police. 1949, I went to Kampala. I went by bus to Kampala. Then, 1950, in February 15th, I joined they recruited me in the police force.
During the police training course, he and his colleagues were deployed in Bududa, in Bugiso sub-region, where there was an uprising. Apparently, a certain cult from Kenya, named Dinia Msambwa, was prohibiting people from using plates, salt, cups, soap, shaving hair, and bathing. He says they would attack and harass members who were going against their beliefs, prompting police intervention that saw several of the cultists arrested.
It gave me a chance to be more hungry for education.
It then became one milestone after another, one of which saw him promoted after arresting car thieves on Naminembe Road in early 1954.
I was promoted at Corporal. I was transferred at Tororo. Railway police. 1955, I went to Kenya to study railway business.
He played many roles and accomplished many tasks in his life as a police officer, including fast forward, heading security during the visit of the Pope in 1969.
From Entebbe, Kampala, we opened Namugongo. We were together.
All this he did alongside his other calling of serving the Lord. The extent of this was witnessed in 1978, where as he slept, he dreamt of a ladder coming from heaven and stretching up to his bed. In the dream, he says a hand came and pulled him to heaven and took him around. This was just one of the spiritual revelations that occurred to him, prompting his resignation from police to concentrate on God's work.
Somebody called me, Tom. I turned, I looked around, I couldn't find anybody. Then I moved again. Then the voice came, Tom, I want to make you a fisherman. A fisherman? at my age. Then I went home. At night, the same voice came, Tom, read Romans chapter 10, verse 14, and Mark chapter 1, verse 17. It's saying, he called the Petro and Johanna that, follow me, I will make you the fish of the men. In the morning, after reading the Bible, I told the Inspector General that I'm resigning from the police. I'm going to work for God, because God is calling me. He allowed me.
He has since never looked back, feeling proud of his service to the country and to God. The latter has seen him to several holy places, including Israel.
You can't compare God with other things. So I find it, my time serving God was more important than when I was in the government. Government is good. You serve your country, serve your people. Also the church is the same. You serve the people, you serve your country.
In fact, even when he went to exile in Congo, during Uganda's trying political times in the early 1980s, he still submitted into spiritual service. He would only return to Uganda after the liberation struggle in 1986.
It was a time of seven revolutions till I came back. I found already the liberators, Museveni's liberators already captured the area. So, came back.
This is the life's journey that one would conclude as worth celebrating, especially at 100 years, a reason why a special church service was held in his honor.
Not everybody gets that opportunity. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. I thank God you are here, because you could easily have passed away before. You were so much in pain, so much suffering. Even now you are in pain.
However, he might be pensionable, having worked in government, but he feels dissatisfied, an answer that was given to him during the church service.
You can't give them just a mitwari network. It can't help a person, aged person, at my age. No, at least, should be given at least 200,000.
This is 300,000 from the Honorable Yabagan. And then His Excellency, the President, who is your friend, he also sent, he called it a donation of 20 billion shillings to you.
In this, his book, Ngirenta is proud to have served his country in the capacity of a police officer and his current spiritual service. He honorably retired at the rank of Superintendent of Police, a service that even the current police leadership acknowledges.